What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Azkhalon. It's April and it's time for another Video Games Monthly unboxing video. You know I got you once a month. It may not happen at the beginning of the month. Like, I'm actually recording this at the beginning of the month. It's April 7th, but I don't know when you guys will actually see the video. So it may not happen all the time at the beginning of the month. It may happen in the middle of the month or the end of the month, or even at the beginning of next month when you see the video, like with my March video. But you know, once a month or so, I got you. And so we got an all Sega Genesis box for this episode, so I'm excited to dive into it. As you guys know already, I was a Sega kid. I had an NES, and then for some reason my parents got me a Sega Genesis instead of a Super Nintendo, and so I have a lot more experience with the Sega Genesis than I had with the SNES back in the day. I've been making up for that lately with the SNES by getting some games in from Video Games Monthly and trying to build my library of games for that console. With the Sega Genesis, I'm trying to do the same thing by, you know, getting some games that I had as a kid, that I enjoyed as a kid, but also adding some new games that I never played growing up to my library. And since last month was an all Super Nintendo box and this month is a Sega Genesis box, first of all, I just want to say that I did decide to make this an all Genesis box. In the previous video, I was kind of torn when I did the unboxing part, and I was like, I might do a split Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis box for next month, but I ended up enjoying the games in that box, and so I decided to do all Sega Genesis for this one. This morning, before I sat down to record this, I was kind of thinking about the console wars of the 1990s, like how Sega Genesis, like Sega was really trying to push that they were the cool console, whereas Super Nintendo wasn't the cool console. And then you had Mario versus Sonic, and it was just crazy, like seeing the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis battle with each other. It was an amazing time to be alive. Like, I feel really blessed that I got to see all of these different technological advances with video games and got to live during the 90s. I was fairly young, you know, during the console wars, but I do remember quite a bit. And it's just crazy. Like, there's still console wars going on nowadays, especially with Xbox and PlayStation, Sony, whatever. And but like, they're mean. Nowadays, like, people on the internet are jerks to each other if they're a true fanboy of one of the other. Like, they call each other names and stuff like that. And like, during the 90s, like, it was a lot more wholesome. Like, yeah, if you had a Genesis, you might have made fun of a Super Nintendo person or vice versa, but we still kind of played each other's consoles when we, you know, went over to friends' houses, because typically back then you only had one or the other. You didn't have these gamers like nowadays that had both. And so, you know, I enjoy playing a Super Nintendo whenever I could get my hands on one. So it wasn't like the hatred that you see nowadays. And I kind of wonder, like, if we did have the internet like it is nowadays back then, would there have been more hatred between the Sega Genesis kids and the Super Nintendo kids? I mean, I don't know. You know, obviously I don't have a time machine to take the internet back in time and try to see what it would look like if the social media was involved and stuff like that. But let people play games on whatever console they want to play on, man. Like, if you're an Xbox fan, cool. Don't bash PlayStation people. If you're a PlayStation fan, don't bash Xbox people or Nintendo people or whatever nowadays, you know. Gaming is so much fun. Let's just all enjoy this hobby together. Like, I prefer Xbox, but I also play on PlayStation as well, and Nintendo whenever I can get my hands on it. So I'm not gonna ever bash somebody for playing PlayStation. I've used an Xbox more so. It just kind of happened, and I do enjoy the controller a little bit more. And I'm sure some PlayStation people probably hate me for that, but whatever. I like the offset dual analog sticks. I don't like them side by side like the PlayStation controller, although the PlayStation 5 controller is like probably one of the best controllers of all time. But anyways, I'm rambling a little bit, but I just had that thought this morning, and I kind of wondered, you know, would things have been different if in the 90s we had the internet like we do nowadays? And so I just wanted to share kind of my thoughts really quick. But you're here for the unboxing video, so let's go ahead and get into it. As always, I have chapters down in the description below, so if anything you want to skip at any given point, you have the freedom to do so, although I hope you will watch the entire video. But let's get into the unboxing. Let's go. I already said hi to you guys. I don't know why I'm saying it again. But for those of you who don't know, Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription service where you can receive 3, 4, 5, or 10 games in a box like this. Look how beautiful it is. That is delivered to your doorstep once a month, usually within the first few days of the month. Before you receive your box each month, you can go on the website. You can change the consoles that you got selected. Make sure you update your library of games so they don't send you duplicate games. And then you wait until they package the box. However they do it, they send it to your doorstep or your mailbox, wherever your mail person put it. You open it up and you see all of the wonderful goodies inside. In addition to video games, they also send you a little goodie or multiple goodies that's either Video Games Monthly related or video games related in general. Like last month, I received some stickers from The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so that was really cool. But sometimes, you know, they send you stuff with VGM branding on it, like calendars and all kind of cool stuff like that. I have the 5-up subscription, so I'm guaranteed 5 games each month. I think I paid $44.99 for that. I always forget how much I pay, but I really enjoy this service. You guys have heard me, you know, sing praises to this service in the past. I just love the mystery of opening up a new box, and seeing what's inside. I'm so excited to see what Sega Genesis games they sent me. So let me back up a little bit here. So I tried to raise my mic a little higher this time, and then I just hit it. So my box does not hit the microphone. Let me slide back just another hair. All right, I'm hoping that I'm loud enough that you guys can hear me. All right, let's see what we got here. I think my goodie's on top, maybe. Ooh, so sometimes you can get a 1-up card, which in my case would be 6 games. I don't think I have a 1-up card this time, but I do feel one of my Sega Genesis games is in a case. The other 4 are loose. But let's pull out the goodie first. See, it seems like it's a bracelet. Yeah, it's a Video Games Monthly Play to Pass into the Future bracelet. So here's a little goodie for this month. So it's Video Games Monthly related. So that's really cool, really awesome. So thank you to the Video Games Monthly peeps. All right, here's the card that say, we hope you enjoy your latest box. Please update your library. You're supposed to do that 7 business days prior to the end of the month. You can also win 3 free games if you remember to post your social media box, or if you remember to post your box to social media. Zach, go ahead, send that reminder. I can't remember if we were talking on social media or if we were talking through text messages, but Zach thought, or maybe it was a comment on the last video, but Zach thought it was so cool that he's a part of a running gag on my channel now. So you're welcome, buddy. All right, we're gonna save the game that's in the case for last. Let's get this bubble wrap out of here first. There it is. I'm not even gonna try to pop it. Like, I've popped it enough. I mean, popping bubble wrap is kind of therapeutic though, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna make sure this flap is down low enough. We're gonna start with the right stack. This time there's 2 games on the right, 2 games on the left, and then the case one on the bottom. So our first game, I think it's an EA game because I feel like the cartridge is a little bit longer and it's got that little yellow part maybe to it, but let's see what we got. For about 2 seconds, I thought this was one of the Road Rash games, and I was about to lose my crap because I love those games. But instead, we got what is this? Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike. Never heard of this. It's made by EA. So EA back then wasn't as terrible as they are now. You know, people give them a lot of grief for, you know, not updating things like Madden each year and all that good stuff. But never heard of this. Let's pop in Jungle Strike, which they really emphasized the sequel to Desert Strike on there. So I'm assuming Desert Strike performed really well, I guess. Maybe it was a top selling game, I don't know. But let's check out Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike. Jungle Strike is a video game developed and published by Electronic Arts, aka EA, in 1993 for the Sega Genesis/Mega Drive. The game was later released on several other consoles such as the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and an upgraded version was made for DOS computers. Ocean Software developed a port for the Amiga, while the SNES and DOS versions were made by Gremlin Interactive. Jungle Strike is a direct sequel to Desert Strike, a bestseller released the previous year, and it's the second installment in the Strike series. The game is a helicopter-based shoot-'em-up mixing action and strategy. I can already tell I'm not gonna like this game. I don't really like flying games, and the fact that it's a helicopter shoot-'em-up. The plot concerns 2 villains intent on destroying Washington, D.C. The player must use the helicopter and occasionally other vehicles to thwart their plans. control the helicopter completely with the D-pad. So you use right and left to kind of turn it, and then up moves it forward, and then down moves it backwards. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm not a fan of flying games already, and since the objective is not clear about where I need to go, I don't care for it. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get to shoot any enemies during this playthrough. I have no clue where to go. Love how you can bounce off of buildings. That's kind of fun. The heck do I go? So this might just be me flying around in frustration. Gas station. I don't like this at all. Heard some gunshots. That wasn't me. Did I shoot that? Just destroyed something. I don't know what I destroyed. Is that an enemy? I don't even know. Oh boy. I shoot buildings. Yeah, this is gonna be very quick because I don't know what to do here. Oh, I just picked that up, whatever that was. So I guess I am supposed to fire at those trucks, but nobody in the trucks are firing at me, so I didn't know. Or they're not flashing red or giving me any indication that they're an enemy. Fuel drums destroyed. What does that mean? I destroyed this gas station. Can I shoot that station wagon? I'm assuming that's not an enemy. Warning, low fuel. Well, how do I get more fuel? Ooh, a police car. Take out the police car. Yeah. Yeah, I know I got low fuel, but I don't know what to do. Just go take out some police cars. Okay, there's a gas station here, so let's see. Yeah, stop telling me that. How did I get more fuel? Oh, I guess I destroyed the... Did I destroy the part of the gas station where I could get the fuel? When I destroyed those, fuel drums or whatever? Oh, so I've run out of gas, I just crash instead of just landing safely? This is weird. How was the first game a bestseller? Because I'm not impressed. But then again, these type of games are not my cup of tea. FBI. Yeah, destroying stuff without penalty. The only fun part of the game was destroying cars. So far, like, I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, what is this? See, I don't know what this is, but I think I can fly over and pick it up. Yeah. Is that more fuel? I guess. I'm not sure. I have no clue. Oh, let's shoot that. All right, we're about to wrap this up. Oh, I missed. I missed that car too. Golly, I'm a poor shot. Oh. Yeah. So A is like some sort of missile or something. C is my gun. Whoa, what did I bounce back for? Okay, B is something as well. So I got 3 different types of weapons. I don't think I'm supposed to destroy that car, but... Okay, civilian vehicle destroyed. Okay. So I need to destroy stuff that look... Whoa! Okay, I need to destroy stuff that's firing at me or that looks like military vehicles. Why are they in like these like buses? Die, suckers. All right, blowing up the stuff is actually kind of fun, but like I said, I have no clue like where to go or how many of these things I need to blow up or, you know, where to get fuel. I don't even know what that cargo that I'm picking up is. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep this. I'm getting used to using the D-pad though for controlling the helicopter, so it's not as difficult of a flying game as some can be. I actually don't mind the flying in this. What happens if I hit start? Okay. All right, so we got some sort of map system. It tells me how much fuel I have, my armor, my lives. Okay. Okay, and how much ammunition I have too. So I guess A is the Hellfires, whatever that is. B is the Hydras. And C is my normal gun. Oh, the map tells you where the terrorist headquarters are. How do I move the map around though? Like, how do I look more so? Or it just shows me in the area where I'm at. I don't know how to read this. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end this. This is Jungle Strike. I'm not gonna keep this one. This could be a decent game if I knew more information and how to understand this. I mean, I guess I could look up a manual, but it's just not enough for me to keep. Not enough to keep me occupied. I'm not really like excited or thoroughly enjoying it. So yeah, Jungle Strike. This might be your kind of game. If so, then go to a retro gaming store and find a copy for yourself, I guess, and check it out and see if you enjoy it. But it's just not my thing. All right, game number 2. We're gonna stay with the right side stack here. All right, this one also has the little yellow part to it. So this is another EA game because I think they were the only ones that had cartridges like that. Let's hope and pray that we got Road Rash 1 or 2. Did it only 1 or 2 come out on Genesis? I can't remember. Those are the 2 that I played though. Not a Road Rash, but we got a game called Blockout. I'm assuming this is a puzzle game. I don't know how I'm gonna like this game. Just to let you guys know, in case you're new to these unboxing videos of mine, I record the unboxing part first, then I do the gameplay footage. So I don't know if I'm gonna like these games, but this is the second game I've never heard of, but I'm assuming this is a puzzle type game, maybe kind of like Tetris. This involves blocks, but let's pop in Blockout and see if we like it, see if we enjoy it. Blockout is a puzzle video game published in 1989 by California Dreams. It is an unlicensed 3D version of Tetris. So like, when I remember when Tetris came out back in the day, I think I was alive when Tetris came out. I think it was like maybe 1 or 2 years old. I think it was late 80s. Anyways, there was a lot of copycat games that followed Tetris. I mean, there's so many nowadays that's kind of in that same style. And so Blockout was one of them. But with each of those different games that came out after Tetris, they all tried to put, you know, their own little spin on it. So in Blockout, the player's perspective is that of looking down into a 3-dimensional rectangular pit. Polycube blocks of various shapes appear one at a time and fall slowly toward the bottom of the pit. The player can use 3 buttons to rotate the block around any of the 3 coordinate axes and can also maneuver the block horizontally and vertically. Once any part of a block comes to rest on the floor of the pit or in contact with an already placed cube, the entire block freezes in place and can no longer be moved. Once a solid layer of cubes is formed with no gaps, which is called the face, it disappears and all cubes above it drop toward the bottom of the pit to fill the space. A set number of faces must be completed in order to end each round. Completing multiple faces with a single block awards higher scores, and the player earns a blockout bonus for completely emptying the pit. There's even a 2-player mode in this that allows head-to-head competition between 2 players, each of whom has their own pit and blocks. When one player completes a face, all the cubes in the opponent's pit are raised by 1 level. So that sounds really cool in the multiplayer aspect of the game. A player can win a round in the multiplayer by either being the first to complete a set number of faces or by forcing their opponent's cubes to stack up to the top of the pit. So an interesting fact that I discovered about Blockout when I looked up information about it, in 1993, there was a study done that found evidence that playing Blockout improved the spatial visualization ability of 10 to 14-year-olds. So there's an interesting fact for you. So the top-down perspective is kind of interesting. That's what makes it different, you know, kind of from Tetris. And I like how you can rotate the blocks to kind of fill in the spaces. Very interesting. I'm not a huge fan of Tetris-like games. I received Tetris in my box before and I did not keep that game. I know a lot of people love Tetris. I'm just not into puzzle games like this. But this one's definitely interesting. And I like how you can see the different colors of the blocks when they land. So that way you know which one's higher than the others. Because it's kind of hard to tell from this perspective. So that's really neat. Yeah, this one's definitely interesting. I'm kind of torn about keeping it, but like I said, I got to think about if I'm going to play this again. Like with these retro games that I receive, it's like, is there replay value here? Like, am I going to play this more than just recording it for a video for YouTube? Or is this something that, you know, I'm nostalgic for from my childhood that, you know, receiving it, I just had to keep it for my collection? Like I've kept a couple of games that I may not play ever again, but just because, you know, I have that nostalgic value, they have that nostalgic value, you know, I decided to keep them. I know you got to make a certain amount of faces, but it doesn't really tell you how many you need to make. I guess maybe that meter on the left. Yeah, so I think there's one more. Oh, no, I don't know. Oh, I think that meter on the left tells you the height, like the maximum height of, you know, at least one of your blocks there, because it got up to the yellow height. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't see something that indicates how many faces you got to make. Definitely interesting. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna keep it, but this was kind of cool. I actually kind of like this better than Tetris. I know some of you are Tetris purists out there. Don't get mad at me. But I mean, Tetris was kind of the first one, and I know they have different versions of Tetris nowadays too, but original Tetris is kind of boring compared to a lot more of the modern puzzle games that were made in the same style as Tetris. And see, that's the thing about these puzzle games too, like it's just the same thing over and over again, but it's kind of monotonous, and that's part of the reason why I don't like puzzle games like this. Like, give me a puzzle game like Portal, and I'm cool with that, you know, where I gotta like solve a mystery, you know, or you have an adventure game where you got puzzles like Siberia. You know, I like those a lot better. So I'm probably not gonna keep this one, but definitely interesting, and I think it's better, I'm sorry, in my opinion, than Tetris. Again, some of y'all are gonna hate that, but to each their own, right? We all have our preferences. So yeah, so this was Block Out for the Sega Genesis. Really cool concept. Taking the Tetris style and you know, changing the viewpoint of it. You know, it's got some of the similar shapes, but the fact that it's top down, you also got to worry about, you know, stacking up towards you instead of up the screen, you know. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Block Out. I'm probably not going to keep it, but definitely, as I said multiple times, an interesting game. All right, moving on to the left stack here. This third cartridge feels like a regular size Sega Genesis cartridge, so no EA game this time. See, I always thought EA, like the sports games had, and I'm trying not to look at the top of the cartridge because I forget that Sega Genesis has the little sticker part on the top. But I thought it was like the EA sports games that had the yellow little tab thing on it. Like, what is that for anyways? Does anybody know? Drop me a comment below. I guess, I mean, I can Google it, but right now I'm in the middle of this, so I don't feel like Googling it. But yeah, somebody drop me a comment below. Let me know what the little yellow thing is on the EA games from back in the day. All right, this third game is... That was like really hard to read. Target Earth. Very white sticker there. DreamWorks is involved with this. That's cool. 1990 DreamWorks. The first time I heard of DreamWorks was, I don't know if this is the same DreamWorks company, but when they started making like the Shrek movies. I think it didn't Steven Spielberg have a hand in creating DreamWorks? But so I don't know if this is the same company. This might be something different, but this is the third game for the Sega Genesis, and I had a Sega Genesis back in the day that I never heard of. Target Earth, and it's got like the sticker from whatever the video rental store, Video Park, that this originally came from. That's really cool. And then they also got Video Zone on there on the side too, so you get to see that there's been multiple hands that have held this cartridge, and I'm the latest one, and I may or may not be the last one to hold this cartridge. So let's check out Target Earth and see if we like it. Assault Sus Lenos, I hope I said that correctly, is a run and gun video game for the Sega Genesis, developed and published in 1990. It was released in America as Target Earth. The game mechanics involve being a horizontal shooter with some subdued platforming elements. The player's performance after completing a stage dictates the weapons, armor, and accessories that are unlocked in the next stage. So it seems like in this game you are in mech suits, so that's kind of interesting. I'm not a huge fan of movies with like mechs and stuff. Like, they're okay, and I know there's like some anime and cartoon shows that feature stuff like that. All right, this is okay so far. The perspective is a little weird. Like, I don't know who the enemies are. I'm just blasting everything. Kind of interesting though. No clue what I'm doing, of course. Oh, is that bad? I don't know. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Where is it? Is it this way or the other way? I have no clue. This game could be kind of cool, but I'm confused about what I'm doing exactly. Oh gosh, I got demolished. Wow. As soon as you die, you're right back at the start screen. There's no like continues in this game. That alone. See, like there's these mechs too. I guess they're my friends. I don't know. Can I skip this like faster? Yeah. I know. I got to sit through it again. Old games, bro. You sit through that crap again. Oh, I didn't know I could select all three. Because I think it said C is to switch your weapons, so I could possibly switch my weapons, bruh. Okay, let's try this again. I don't think I'm gonna keep this, but might change my mind. Okay, I'm definitely supposed to shoot the green guys because it's giving me a score. I like that I can aim up. That's kind of cool. But then you got stuff like dropping stuff on you and shooting you. Can I shoot that thing? Okay, I think the orange ones are my friends. I think. Not sure. Okay, I don't know where this enemy warship is. I guess I gotta keep going straight, I guess, and I'll get to it eventually. See if we can get to it. I don't know though. I don't know if I'll make it that far. This is kind of fun, kind of interesting, but I'm torn about it though. Like, let me see. Yeah, the orange guys are my friends. Okay, so I can't shoot them. Can I shoot that one? I don't know. I'm gonna keep going. Try to see if I can get to this warship. Die. Okay, how do I get health in this? Yeah, like I keep saying, I'm torn. Oh gosh, is that the warship? Oh gosh. Ah, died. All right, let's give it one more go, and then I'll kind of make my final decision because I kind of want to keep this, and then I don't know. I haven't been this conflicted about a game that I've received in my video games monthly box in a while. Apparently, there was a remake of this game released in 2015. It was only released in Japan. Oh no, it came to North America in 2016. I might take a look at the remake at some point. Man, I hate that whatever that is like shooting me. It's hard to dodge that crap. Oh, I like that weapon. It shoots like a 3-round burst or something. All right, what's the other one? I lost a lot of health already. Oh, that one shoots like some sort of like projectile, like a grenade or something, and then that's all you got. I like this 3-round burst gun though. I don't know, y'all, if I'm gonna keep this one or not. I might make the decision off camera because I'm still torn. Kind of would like to play more and get better at it, but I don't want to just keep a game, you know. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the 3-round burst is my gun now. I just gotta learn how to avoid all these other obstacles. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this. I'm trying to avoid that warship. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this one. This one's kind of interesting, and I kind of want to get better at it. So, Target Earth. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I kept dying, so I know you guys would enjoy that, but it is what it is. Target Earth, kind of interesting game. I like the different weapons and stuff, and it is kind of like a platformer, but then it's also like it's not really isometric, but like the way you can aim at the different angles and stuff is definitely interesting. I know I was planning to wrap this up like 20-30 seconds ago, and I'm still talking and still playing, but oh wait, no, don't do that. All right, actually, let's give it one more go. Give it one more go with the 3 burst gun from the start. That was my second one, right? Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm trying to be a little bit more cautious this time. Yeah, see, man, that 3-round burst gun kills them in like 1 hit, bruh. Love it. Yeah, I made up my mind. I'm keeping it. Oh, no, watch out. Ooh, dodge that. Yeah, I'm getting better at dodging. Just got to take my time a little bit. I was kind of rushing earlier. Oh, who shot me? It's chaotic when you got things falling down on you from above. All right, keep rolling. Gonna be like Limp Bizkit here. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Ah, that hit the top of my head, bruh. Yes, I know about the enemy warship. Oh, I jumped right into that. I get to the warship with not that much health. Ah, all right. Target Earth. This one's going in my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right, 2 more games. This is the last loose cartridge game. It's a regular size Sega Genesis cartridge. And then we have the one that's in box. I'm really excited to see what that one is. So far, we have 3 games I never heard of. So let's see if I've heard of this 4th one. Here we go. Sonic the Hedgehog, the first one, not for resale. Okay, I've only played a little bit of this one. I had Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is on my shelf behind me, actually in box. It's not the original one that I owned. I recently purchased that, you know, within the past, like, I guess, year or 2. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2 came in the bundle, the Sega Genesis, that my parents purchased for me when I was a kid. So I played the heck out of that game. And then I think I got Street Fighter 2 as well for Christmas that year. So I played the heck out of that game. I ended up getting the first Mortal Kombat. I played, like, those 3 games were on like heavy rotation for me as a kid. And I played a little bit of the first Sonic game over at a buddy's house. I felt like it was okay. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna keep this one definitely, probably, because it's the first Sonic. But I felt like they really upped the ante with 2, and I started with the second one, so that was gonna always hold a special place in my heart as far as the Sonic games are concerned. But yeah, I'm excited to own this, like the first game that I know in this box. And so let's pop in Sonic the Hedgehog and relive some childhood memories. All right, so I had to play Sonic the Hedgehog on my Sega Genesis Classics that I have on the Xbox because the Hyperkin Retron 3 will not read the cartridge. So I wanted to show you guys the beginning of this really quickly because it's really cool what they did with this collection. So this collection has a bunch of Sega games on it. Look, it's like you're in somebody's bedroom. It's so cool. So I wanted to show this to you guys really quickly. I will skip this part. I want to show you the menu. Like, look at this. This is so cool. Like, you got all kind of different things like extras, credits, the TV, and then you got your game library over here. And so it's got all kind of posters hanging up in the room. And look at the rug is Sonic. So yeah, let's go pick first Sonic the Hedgehog. This is gonna be weird playing this with an Xbox controller. And then it puts it in the Genesis, and it's like the first version of the Genesis though, which is really cool. But anyways, Sonic the Hedgehog is a 1991 platform video game developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega for the Genesis Mega Drive. It was released in North America on June 23rd and in PAL regions in Japan the following month. Players control Sonic the Hedgehog, who can run at near supersonic speeds. You guys should know that by now. Sonic sets out on a quest to defeat Dr. Robotnik, a scientist who has imprisoned animals and robots and seeks the powerful Chaos Emeralds. The gameplay involves collecting rings as a form of health and a simple control scheme with jumping and attacking controlled by a single button. The game was well received by critics who praised its visuals, audio, and gameplay. It is widely considered to be one of the greatest video games of all time and became one of the best-selling video games of all time with approximately 24 million copies sold worldwide. It was followed by, in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of you will agree with me, it was followed by a sequel, the vastly superior Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in 1992. Now, don't sleep on this original Sonic game, though. It's still a pretty good game. The one thing I don't like, though, is that you can't power Sonic up, you know, like do the little crouch and the little spin ball to power him up to get him to go fast. If I remember correctly, that's one thing that's missing from this game. But I mean, other than that, it's pretty much the same concept. This is so weird with an Xbox controller. But yeah, I already know I'm going to keep this game, but I want to make sure I show you guys some gameplay. I played more of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 growing up. I played a little bit of 1. I never owned 1. My Sega Genesis, if I remember correctly, came bundled with the second game. So I played that one a lot. But this first game is still really fun. I mean, it's Sonic, man. The first 3 Sonic games are just so amazing. I never really played any Sonic after, like, Sonic and Knuckles. I heard a few of the later Sonic games are not very good. I kind of want to give a few of them a try, though. I heard Sonic Generations is really cool. I think that's the one, if I'm remembering correctly, where you play as like the old, like 16-bit Sonic, like in this game, and then you also play as 3D Sonic, and so it's like they're teaming up. So you have like the 2D style levels, and then you also have the 3D style levels. I think that's the one I'm thinking of, and I think I described it adequately. If I didn't, someone correct me with a comment below. The music in these games are so cool. Like, I think like a J-pop band guy or the band, you know, the entire band made, oh, I didn't realize that was up there, made the music to this game, and it's so cool. I love the music better in the second game, but like I said, I played that one more so than this one. I remember first playing these games, I was like, man, Sonic is such a like a contrast to Mario with the fact that he can go fast and stuff. That was a really cool gimmick that Sega created that worked out really well. I love the concept of the health in this game too. Like how as long as you got one ring left, you know, if you run into something, you can still survive as long as you have one ring. But you die if you don't have any rings and you hit something or whatever. Really cool. Oh gosh. Not used to the boss battles in this game as much as the second game. Oh gosh, give me one ring at least. Gotta make sure I maintain one ring. Oh gosh, no, give my ring back. Oh no, give my ring. No, I lost it. Okay, got him. Oh wow. All right, we'll go a little bit longer, give you guys some more gameplay. I remember this level. It's been a while since I played this first game. Oh gosh. But a lot of this is starting to come back to me. Oh, I forgot about those guys. Oh, I lost my rings. Okay, I got two. Oh gosh. This game makes it a little bit harder for Sonic to go fast. At least in my opinion. Where do I go from here? No, I don't go that way. I don't know what to do here. Well, this might be the end, y'all. There's got to be something with this, and I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb, for real.
Okay, there we go. I was able to make it back up there. I don't know what to do here. I wish I was playing this live so I can get some help. Oh, I see what I gotta do now, but I'm gonna probably die here. Yeah, I gotta go down there. That sucks. Well, this is probably gonna be the end of the playthrough. Hey, let's make sure I have enough rings to do this. Oh, you can defeat that thing. I guess you gotta hit its head, maybe? I don't know. I don't even know why I tried. You know what? I'm gonna go down here and get this because this may help me a little bit. I just gotta get back up here. I think what I gotta do is I gotta stand on this. Well, that takes that off. I'm gonna stand on this when that fire's there. And it's not going away. I don't know what to do. Anyways, all right, so this was Sonic the Hedgehog. I hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough of it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna look up how to beat this. Like, I can imagine when I played this as a kid, like getting to this level and trying to figure out what the heck to do. Like, that sucks. And this was also weird playing this with an Xbox controller, but it worked out. So yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog, definitely gonna keep it. Love the Sonic games. Now I have the first and the second game. Now I gotta get the third game and Sonic and Knuckles to add to my collection. All right, the sad time of the video. We have to wait until May until we receive our next box. So I hope this inbox game is gonna be a fitting finale to this video. I hope this is a special game. Oh, I'm like kind of nervous to hold it up for you guys, but we reached the last game of the box, so let's see what it is. Here we go. Oh, please be something awesome. Please be something awesome. Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing. So looking on the back, this looks kind of interesting. I played one of the George Foreman boxing games. I didn't really like it for the Sega Genesis. This one looks a little bit more cartoony, I guess, kind of along the lines of Punch Out, but of course it's not from like a first person perspective of Little Mac. Muscle through the ropes and face your future. In the opposite corner, undisputed world heavyweight champion Evander Holyfield. It's the bell. He roars out like a freight train. You throw a jab, an uppercut, a combination. He blocks and counters with a neck snapping double hook. You can create the ultimate champ, so you can design your own fighter with the name, hand, skin color, hair, and trunks you choose. So that's really cool. A lot of games back then didn't have a future. A lot of games back then did not have a feature to where you could create a character. So that's pretty cool. All right, well, let's check out Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing and see if we like it. At least it's complete in box. I hope there's a manual inside. Actually, let's see real quick. There is a manual inside. Nice. So even if I don't enjoy this game, I don't know how much this game is going for. I doubt it's a whole lot. I'll find out in just a moment when I check pricecharting.com. So even if I don't like it though, I can flip it and it's at least complete in box, which will be worth more money than not. Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing is a boxing video game that was developed by Acme Interactive and published by Sega in 1992 for the Mega Drive/Genesis and Game Gear consoles. It was followed by a sequel in 1993 called Greatest Heavyweights, which featured a number of improvements. This game features Evander Holyfield and over 28 imaginary fighters. It uses 2D sprites seen from a side-on view combined with the top-down map of the ring to allow boxers to move 360 degrees about the ring. The cartridge utilizes battery-backed RAM to save a player's progress. During a fight, each boxer has an energy meter that decreases whenever they are hit. When the energy meter reaches 0, the player's boxer will suffer a knockdown. If a boxer has received a large amount of damage to either their head or their body and they continue to be punched in that area, the fight will soon end in a TKO. Large amounts of punishment to the head will also result in visible cuts. So I was trying to remember if I had played this game as a kid, and I think I've rented it at least once or twice, because seeing it now, it seems very familiar. Like I know I've played this at some point. So I decided to do the career mode for this playthrough. Kind of check it out and see how far we can get in the amount of time that I'm going to play for you guys. I mean, this is no Punch Out. It's kind of interesting. I'm already torn if I want to keep it or not. I mean, the viewpoint is not terrible. This is a lot better than that George Foreman boxing game I received in the past already. Oh gosh, man, this guy doesn't stop swinging. Surely his energy meter has gone down, son. He's probably tired. Like, what the crap, man? Trying to see if there's a pattern. See, that's the one thing I like about Punch Out and why it works so well as a boxing game. It's all about, it's like a puzzle. It's about figuring out the boxer's patterns and then you can defeat them. I mean, I guess kind of once you know their pattern though, it makes it a little bit easier. Whereas this game, man, this man's just throwing all kind of attacks, especially low. Like, I don't know how to defend against this. Golly, he's like going to town on me. Golly. Yeah, this is tough. I'm probably not gonna keep this. I mean, retro boxing games just don't do it for me like Punch Out does and Super Punch Out. So I don't know. This one's decent though. And I think it froze on me. Wow. Yeah, the game froze on me. All right, let's try this again. All right, let's pick up where we left off. I'm fighting a different opponent this time, Alan Beast. Look, my stats are better than him. Like, I should be able to defeat him. Like, what the crap? I didn't check my stats out when I played the other guy. So let's see if we can go without this freezing this time. All right, let's do this. What up, Alan Beast? Okay, he's not throwing as many punches as the other guy. Oh, got him down low that time. Yeah, this is okay. I don't see myself keeping it though. Just because I'd rather play Punch Out. And then if I want a more modern game, as modern as I can get with boxing, I just rather play like Fight Night or something. The response, I don't know if this is my Retron 3, but the response with the controller sometimes is delayed in this game. Might be the Retron though. Like I'll press C and then like 2 seconds later he'll throw the punch. Sometimes it's weird. I'm trying to make it to the end of the round. See what happens in between the rounds. Like Punch Out just had the right formula too for a boxing video game. Like just feel like no other old boxing game can compete, man. All right, almost to the end of the round. I'm not gonna get knocked down this time. All right, so he landed more higher percent of punches than I did. He threw way more too. Golly. Oh, he got a score of 10 and I got a score of 9. I've never understood boxing scoring. All right, let's get through this round here. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep this one. I have Super Punch Out on my SNES Classic. And then I have a buddy that I can borrow, you know, Punch Out for the NES. If I ever want to go back and play that one as well, so probably also emulate it somewhere if I can't find a copy of it for reasonable price. So yeah, Vander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing, better than the George Foreman one, but good, not great, as my wife would say. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep this one. I'm trying to see if I can win this round though. We'll go to the end of this round. I don't know, he's starting to tag me now. Yeah, we'll go to the end of this round and see what the score is for this round. Golly, stop hitting me. Same plays. It seems like his arms are longer than mine. That's not even fair, bro. Oh man, I had his energy down pretty low. He may be throwing more punches, but working his energy a little bit more. Stop tagging me in the face, bro. He's done so much damage to my head. So stay back from him and block. I'm sure he won that round too. Yep. Anyways, this is Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not gonna keep this one, and it's complete in box, so maybe I can get a decent amount for it when I go to trade it in. I'm actually about to go to the retro game store near me and try to trade some stuff in. So see what I pick up. I might share that on social media, my pickups, if I pick up anything today. But yeah, Vander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing, it's going bye-bye, even though it's not a terrible, terrible game. All right, as always, with all of my unboxing videos, I visit pricecharting.com to look up the value of the games that I received to see if I'm over or undervalued for my box. And if you saw last month's episode, you saw that I was undervalued more so than I've ever been before, and so I'm happy to announce that I am definitely overvalued for this box. This box is more than made up for how much I was undervalued with the previous box. Like I said earlier, I paid $44.99 for my 5-up box, and I'm happy to announce that the total value of this box is $56.70. So over $12, or I guess almost $12 over value. So that's really cool. And I discovered a little surprise when I was looking up the values of these games. Target Earth, a loose cartridge, so I guess this is a rare game, is worth $21 right now on the market. So I don't know Target Earth. I never heard of it or played it before. So, but if I don't like it, then I could definitely flip it for something else that I want in the future. Or, you know, I may add it to my collection, and that $21 may beef up the total value of my library that I currently own. But you guys will know already if I like Target Earth and if I decided to keep it or not. So that was really cool, seeing that pleasant surprise, because you never know with some of the games you never heard of. You know, a lot of times the games you never heard of, they either suck really badly and that's why you never heard of them, or they're so rare and obscure that you never heard of them, and then, you know, those are the games that's got a high value. So that's really cool for a loose cartridge to be $21. Let me see what the complete in box is for that game. I'm really curious now. I didn't look at that earlier. I was looking it up. Let's see here. A complete in box is $48.28, so not super pricey. I expected a little bit more since the loose price is $21. New is $120.66, and then a graded copy, I guess that's new and completely sealed, I guess, it's $350. And it's crazy, the box is worth more than the game. That is so crazy that these boxes that the cartridges and stuff come in are worth more. The box is worth $27.61, and the manual is $17.50. Wow, that's crazy. So if I was to somehow acquire the manual and box, let's say I paid for it, I might end up paying for more than it's worth complete in box anyway, so it's not worth it. But yeah, I was curious to check that out. So that's really cool that I'm overvalued. I'm really excited about that, and I hope I enjoyed some of these games. 4 of them I had never heard. Well, I've heard of Evander Holyfield's Real Deal Boxing, so I did hear of that game. So 3 of them I never heard of before. The Sonic the Hedgehog game, I know that's a keeper. That's gonna stay in my collection. I've been looking to get all of the Sonic games from the Genesis, so now I got Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles to get at some point to add to my collection. So I know that one's gonna stay, but the other 4, I'm not sure. But like I said, you guys would know by now if I kept them. All right, that brings us to the end of another Video Games Monthly unboxing video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. More unboxing videos coming from me in the near future. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with my May box. I may make that one a PS1 box. Maybe. Let's see. What's the next generation of consoles after the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis? It'd be Nintendo 64. So it may be an all Nintendo 64 box, or either PS1 box. And then did the Dreamcast come out with the PS1 time period? I don't know. I have to go back and double check my generations, but it may be one of those 3, because I want to collect for those 3, especially the PlayStation 1. I missed out on that console as a kid, just like the Super Nintendo. So I'm really trying to get some games for the PS1. I just got to find a good way to be able to play them. Currently right now, I thought I had my PS2, I don't. And then my PS3 does not play PS1 games, and I thought it did. So, but I did tinker with that console and modded it, so I don't know if that changed some stuff or if it's a certain type of PS3 console, and I thought I had the one. Actually, I think it was the first PS3, you know, the one with like the silver on it. I have the black, more like slim one. So that's probably why. But yeah, I need to figure out a way to play my PS1 games. But so it'll more than likely, let's just say this, it'll probably be a Nintendo 64 box as I keep going up and up with it, with the consoles for each generation, trying to do an all box for each one of those consoles up to the PS4 and Xbox One era. Drop me a comment below. Let me know what you thought about my box. Did you enjoy the games that I received? Have you played any of these games when you were a child? Drop me a comment below. Share your thoughts. If you're new around here, check out all of my content in addition to Video Games Monthly unboxing videos. I make gaming shorts. I do gaming let's plays. I do gaming live streams. I do gaming trailer reactions. A whole bunch of gaming videos for you guys on my channel. So if you're liking the content, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm dropping my social media sites right now on the screen, so check me out on social media on any of those sites. Maybe follow your boy. I post some things that you may or may not see in my videos, so you can get to see me talk about other things other than, you know, the content of my videos. But there's a whole lot of gaming stuff definitely on those social media sites, and I occasionally share some stuff, you know, from my personal life and different things like that. So follow me on social media on any of those sites. My wife and I have a YouTube channel together called Team Rixie. We post taste test videos and vacation videos, so check out that channel. We don't post very often on that one, but check it out, see a different side of your boy Azkhalon. And if you enjoy the content, definitely hit that subscribe button as well on that channel. I have merch, azkhalonmerch.com, so check it out. Buy your t-shirt, a hoodie, mug, poster, whatever you want to help support your boy Azkhalon, help support my channel. And if buying mugs or t-shirts is not your kind of thing, your cup of tea, then consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/Azkhalon. Check out the perks that I offer there for as low as $1 per month. That's like change in your underwear drawer. Forget I said that, but it's true. So patreon.com/Azkhalon. I offer a variety of perks to the Asgardians that decide to support me financially using Patreon. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and edit some videos and get ready for school tomorrow. Actually, it's an e-learning day tomorrow, so I don't have a whole lot to prepare. My students won't be on campus, but we gotta go in. But I will see you guys in another video, whatever video that may be. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. You could have been anywhere around the world playing some Sega Genesis games, but you chose to spend some time with your boy Azkhalon, and I greatly appreciate it. Y'all take care. Peace.